Dobry den,
Zdravej.
and welcome back to Bulgaria. So what have we done this week, Adam?
Well, this week it's been a busy week in the garden and the grounds, as you can imagine.
Yeah, everything's still growing and we're not on top of it at all.
Well, we're getting there.
Getting there.
We've done a lot of trimming this week.
And maybe, I don't know if we've got half the woodland done yet.
But it's been a lot of trimming.
And I've even had a go.
Yeah.
And can manage it just. So, the vegetable garden's all going mad as well.
Yeah.
And as fast as I can clear beds and put seedlings in, it's all growing back again. But it's been good.
Yes. Our potato tower's doing well.
Yeah, that's coming on in leaps and bounds. And also the potatoes we planted in the ground are also starting to show their heads through. So,
following up from our firebug feature, which proved reasonably popular, we brought you another creature from Bulgaria.
Yeah, this one looks quite scary, but actually isn't.
They're actually very useful things.
They do. They're carnivorous, and they eat other household pests like spiders and flies and ants and anything else you get in here.
So you're thinking, what are these things?
They are house centipedes, or false eyelashes as some people seem to call them.
Yes. So house centipedes.
Yeah, they're quite scary creatures when you first see them, but they're very friendly really. They don't do any harm to your house.
They move very quickly though.
They do move quickly, which is why we haven't had much video of them till now, but we did manage to get a little bit of one on the porch the other day. We've also had a couple in our bath once, didn't we?
Yep. Yes, you regularly find them on the walls, but as soon as you turn the light on, they run off and try and hide from you.
Yeah, they also jump. We haven't seen one jump yet.
Not yet, but apparently they do. So.
And they can bite, but it's quite rare, and usually only if they're cornered.
Yeah.
And it's no worse than a bee sting. They're not horrible for...
But you get used to them.
Yeah, so our tolerance for insects has definitely risen.
Absolutely, yeah.
And like our tolerance for Ziggy being on heat.
Which I don't think has risen.
No.
She's still driving us bananas.
Yeah. But hopefully as soon as we sort some transport, we're going to go and get her sorted out.
She doesn't know yet.
No,
so.
she doesn't. But she has to get sorted out.
Yes, we don't want lots of mini Ziggies running around. So. As I said last week, I had my birthday present from my mum arrive, which was my battery chainsaw. I did say I'd have a look at it and review it for you. So here it is. Here's my new battery powered electric chainsaw. It weighs about the same as a cordless electric drill and makes about the same amount of noise as well. The bar length is 6 inches, which gives you a cutting area in theory of up to 6 inches. I chose it for being able to cut small branches when I'm up a ladder, somewhere where I can't get my petrol chainsaw to. It's obviously for small jobs, but we'll see how well it works. The first thing I need to do is test to see how well it cuts. The first stick, about 1 inch in diameter, the saw had no trouble in cutting. I then moved up to a 2-inch stick, and although it took longer to cut through, again it proved no problem. Now obviously there's a difference in how long it will take to cut through different hardnesses of wood. This wood is quite soft, so it didn't take long to cut through. One thing I have noticed is due to the lack of weight in the saw and the blade itself, it does tend to jump and bounce a little. You have to be aware of this when you're using it, but once you get used to it, it's quite easy to do. I thought I'd finish the testing by giving it a real workout on a piece of wood around 6 inches in diameter. Although it started to cut well, the motor stopped once it got a bit too tough. This is obviously too big a piece of wood for this saw. I thought it would be, but I thought it was worth testing. Of course the real test is branches on trees that need pruning. This one here is a dead branch on this tree that needs to be removed. There are no leaves, unlike the rest of the tree. It's also at a height that will make it difficult for a conventional chainsaw. You can see how easily it coped with that branch. The next test is to try something a bit thicker. Again, we have a dead branch on a tree that needs to be removed. This branch is probably twice the thickness of the previous one. Let's see how it does. Although the chain did stick twice, it made short work of this branch. This shows you how thick the branch is that it's cut through. That must be a good 2 inches. So what do I think of my saw? As long as you stick within its limitations, it does the job it's supposed to. Would I buy it again? Yes, I probably would.
So the other thing we planned to do this week was to get our COVID vaccinations done. And with immaculate timing, we decided we were going to go to Targovishti on Tuesday.
Take advantage of the green corridors.
Which allow you to just rock up at the vaccination centres and get done. Yeah. And anybody can do it, any age. Bulgarians are still not seem to be very keen on getting vaccinated.
So we thought, okay, Tuesday we'll go, get sorted, and that'll be that.
Monday afternoon, the Bulgarian stand-in health minister, because we don't actually have a proper government at the moment, as there was no definite thing in the election. So he announced that they were stopping not they were stopping the green corridors, but they would be for over 60s only.
Or if you have a medical reason for having a priority vaccination.
Yeah. And that was from Monday to Thursday, so that totally scuppered Tuesday's plan. But it did encourage us to do a little bit of Bulgarian.
Yes. We went online and registered for
our vaccinations.
In Bulgarian, of course.
Totally in Bulgarian. Managed to fill the form in, managed to get acknowledgements, managed to translate the acknowledgements. So
it appears that we're booked in for next week, next Friday.
Yeah, so next Friday we're going to get them now.
Yeah. So,
which will be fun. Any of you that know Adam and his...
I'm not good with needles.
He's not good with needles. So we're hoping that all goes well.
We'll see.
But yes, Adam had got himself all psyched up to do it on Tuesday, and then of course we couldn't go.
No.
Because he's not old enough, despite how old he looks.
Whereas Lynne nearly is.
Whereas I nearly am, yeah. By days.
Yeah.
But still not quite.
Not quite.
So I actually did a bit of painting this week, the first I've done since we got out here, which I really enjoyed. And many thanks to Nina Camplin and the VC Gallery in Pembrokeshire for doing the Zoom sessions, which I joined in with. Highly recommend them to anybody that wants to have a go. There's plenty of YouTube footage as well to show you. She records the sessions and puts them up on YouTube afterwards. So we did Claude Monet's Water Lilies. And here's my very poor result, but I'm hoping I'll improve with time.
We have some bad news to announce.
We do.
It's very close to the end of our big bag of tea bags.
Yes.
We've probably got about a week's supply left.
No, we haven't got a week's.
We haven't even got that.
No.
First the Marmite went, now the tea bags.
We have been experimenting with different, but Bulgaria has huge amounts of tea, just not English tea.
No proper tea.
Or very little black tea. It's mainly herbal teas of different things. I think our local supermarket stocks something like 173 brands. So we have been experimenting. We found one or two that we quite enjoy.
Yeah.
So we'll be switching over to those.
I'm going to have to.
But I think
send tea bags.
You don't need to send tea bags. They probably won't get through customs. And we have got a special event coming up this week. Tomorrow, in fact.
It is, yes.
And that's our grandson's 4th birthday.
Happy birthday, Owen.
Yeah, big, big, big birthday hugs from Grandma and Grandpa.
And I hope you really enjoy your day of whatever it is you do on your day.
He's apparently visiting parks. Oh. That's what he wants to do for his birthday.
Good choice.
Good choice. Yeah, so have a lovely day, Owen.
Absolutely. Well, that's about it from us this week.
Yeah, not much more to update. We're due for really nice weather next week. We're back up to the 30s. The last couple of days have been a bit chilly, down to about 19.
Yeah, it's been awful.
But we have had the odd spot of rain, which the garden needed, so that's good. So, but apparently next week, back to normal.
Yeah. So, until then.
Doskaro.
Doskaro. Take care.
Stay safe and have a good week.
Absolutely. Take care. Bye.
Bye. It's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, where's the big red button? I just kicked the table.
Following up on our Firebug feature, which proved very popular.
Okay.
Thanks, Sue. You're not helping. Which I think I'll let you start. and I'll just jump in with a few Rolf comments.
Don't.